Derrick Groves finally caught from escaping prison in New Orleans? Let's get into this.
We are interrupting NBC News Daily because we are following major breaking news. Derrick Groves, the one remaining inmate at large from that massive jailbreak from the jail in New Orleans in May, has just been captured in the last 15 minutes in Southwest Atlanta.
Now, my background is I did nearly a decade in a Utah State prison. And this is an article from when I caught a charge from escaping from prison. So there's not one person on this internet that can give you better insight than me. So go ahead, listen closely, and this is about to be an amazing video. In May 2025, 10 inmates escaped from an Orleans Parish prison in New Orleans in what quickly became a national manhunt. Over the following months, 9 were recaptured, if you guys don't remember. But one remained at large, Derrick Groves. Today, we tell the full story who Derrick Groves is, how the breakout happened, and how law enforcement tracked him, and how he was finally brought to justice. Before the escape, Groves was no minor offender. In October 2024, he was convicted of a second-degree murder charge for opening fire in a Mardi Gras block party, killing 2 people and injuring multiple others. He also faced charges for second-degree murder and was considered one of the most violent inmates in the New Orleans parish. Groves comes from a tragic legacy in New Orleans. His grandmother, Kim Groves, was murdered in 1994 in what became a notorious prison corruption case. The escape occurred in the early hours of May 16, 2025. 10 inmates managed to slip out by exploiting the faulty infrastructure. They removed a toilet in a cell and crawled through the hole behind it. They scaled a barbed wire fence and they ran through a loading dock. By the morning during head count, the jail staff realized the escape had happened, but by then it was too late. In the cell where they escaped, inmates left graffiti with things like "Too easy, LOL" and "Fuck OPSO." This was obviously a reference to the Orleans Parish Sheriff's Office. The breakout exposed major security lapses, weak locks, poor oversight, and a potential inside assistance. After the escape, law enforcement launched a massive multi-agency manhunt. Local, state, and federal agencies worked in coordination. Within days, some of the escapees were recaptured. Within 6 weeks, 9 out of 10 were back in custody. But one remained free, Derrick Groves. He was the one with the most violent record among the escapees and thus had the highest stakes by the officers to recapture. Authorities offered a $50,000 reward for tips leading to his recapture. Over the months, investigators followed leads, phone records, tips, surveillance, people saying he's hiding in plain sight, and Groves still escaped custody. One of the key turning points was a tip that was submitted by New Orleans Crime Stoppers that Groves was hiding in Atlanta. Authorities then converged on a house in southwest Atlanta, west of Fort McPherson, near Tyler Perry's studios. On October 8th, 2025, nearly 5 months after the escape, Groves was located. A SWAT team and the U.S. Marshals executed the operation. They deployed gas into the house, attempted to flush him out, and finally sent in a police dog, which located him hiding in a crawling space beneath the house. Now, if you guys don't know, there's no beating a cop dog. Groves was shirtless, shoeless, and shackled and showed a defiant gesture, grinning and blowing a kiss to someone filming as he was led to the police car. No one else was arrested on scene. Upon arrest, Groves not only faces his original charge of murder, but also a second attempted murder conviction, and now he's facing charges from this escape. The Orleans Parish District Attorney pleaded to pursue every legal avenue. The capture closed one of the most high-profile fugitive hunts in recent memory. Yet the jailbreak exposed serious questions. How was it possible for 10 inmates to escape so easily? What role did inside help play? And what reforms will be made to prevent someone from doing this in the future? The Groves prison break and recapture is more than just a dramatic manhunt. This is a cautionary tale of institutional failures. The possibility of inside help is substantial. Alleged involvement by a former jail employee turned girlfriend of Groves magnifies this scandal. As for the public, it raises concerns and questions. How secure are these actual institutions? Just imagine all the people that became victims of these inmates. I can't believe that they could feel safe when they hear that these inmates are escaping prison. Derrick Groves' escape and recapture will likely be studied by a lot of law enforcement agencies after this. If you want an update of his trial and deeper dives into a jail system and reform, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell. Now, let me explain from personal experience. When you escape jail, especially in like a Utah State prison, it's over. Now, me personally, I didn't specifically escape from a prison like the media likes to say I did. I went to a dog pound and I was forced to do community service hours. They wanted me to euthanize animals, so instead of getting sent back to the jail, I cut a barbed wire fence and escaped. I was on Utah's Most Wanted for 3 weeks. Somebody set me up and told on me, and I was captured. Now, once you catch an escape charge, they're not going to be in general population anymore. They're going to keep them in supermax and maximum security. So if anybody was affected by him or any of the other inmates during that escape, just know that they are sitting in maximum security, and it is very unlikely that this is ever going to happen again. Now, when you have an escape charge, they don't let you work in the jail. So you can't be in the kitchen, you can't be a hall cleaner, you can't be a tray server. Also, some prisons allow college courses, you cannot attend those. Some prisons actually allow inmates to do outside work, like where I was incarcerated at. You're allowed to do this thing called bullfrog spas, where you go build hot tubs. You're not allowed to get a gate pass and do that. You can't get a furlough. You can't go see family members that passed away, and it haunts you. Now, with an escape charge on your record, they hold it against you for 10 to 15 years, especially an escape charge that is this public. Now, anybody that was a victim of somebody in prison, the chance of them escaping prison is slim to none. But don't lose sleep over it. Don't be traumatized thinking that the person that victimized you is just going to escape prison and show up at your house one day, because the chance of that is very slim. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video and you guys like the content that I'm putting out, please smash that bell, hit all notifications, not just personalized, and I will keep you guys updated on anything in the near future. Have a beautiful and blessed day, y'all. And that's facts.